I've got some things I need to say to a world that doesn't know how hard I will try to prove what I really am.
I've taken time to set things right and to be all I can be. I know what I'm asking. Believe in me, you'll see. We've only just started.
Look with me, see the horizon, feel the light. Let it remind you what can be if you begin to trust and believe.
The dawn of a
New day is closing in. Right here I stand, I won't give in. I'll stand here strong and I will not fall down. I know what I'm meant to be.
The world we are in
Is ever changing, but there's nothing to fear. We'll always make it back to where we belong. I'm sure there will be better days. Right here I stand. Today as in the past, I aspire to be somebody whom everyone can trust. Come with me, let us find shelter from the rain.
The dawn of a
New day is closing in. Right here I stand, I won't give in. I'll stand here strong and I will not fall down. I know what I'm meant to be.
The world we are
In is ever changing, but there's nothing to fear. We'll always make it back to where we belong. I'm sure there will be more.
The truth is that
I have got my faith, even through mistakes.
guides me through the times when I get knocked down.
Ride on wind and cloud, standing my own ground, never giving in.
Fight till the end to save all that I love.
This world is my home, I owe it all I've got. Seeing all that I've become, no one can take that away from me. The world we are in is ever changing, but there's nothing to fear. We'll always make it back to where we belong. I'm sure there will be better days. Right here I stand.
Okay, we're starting off with a sword, just chilling on top of the tower again. She's been asleep. No, she hasn't. She hasn't been asleep. She went up with Echo earlier in the night. Echo went to bed. Sword is still up. Luca is still asleep. Is everyone in this town just a night owl? Or is it just tonight? 'Cause I swear, when Alice was out, they never stayed up this late. I think. I don't know, she was never fucking up. Most of the time. Okay. don't even know who it is. Am I blind? Am I blind? So I think I might be. Oh, I'm not blind. I am blind. No, I'm not. Okay. Oh, let's be fun. Blows on the back of your neck.
Oh. Oh. Hey there.
Hi. What you doing up?
I'm just in my thoughts. I couldn't sleep. How about you?
Same, I guess. But that seems to be a lot of people today. Tonight.
Yeah. This has been a lot. Are you doing alright?
I'm great. I'm not the one who had to... I'm not gonna go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sorry I didn't give you a formal, welcome to the heroes process when, things happen, but, yeah.
No one kind of did.
Accelerated
So.
it a little bit. Yeah. So,
So, Noelle.
I'm not gonna lie, I could just feel the magical energy running off of you. Very
Thanks. It's probably the wings. They kind of sweat the stuff.
But it's not just that also. It's an air of confidence that seems to follow you. Huh. Not bad.
Thanks. You know, it's just my existence. I guess. Hey, just a quick question. So what are your ears made out of? Echas are made out of cartilage.
I guess mine would be made out of flesh? What? This is a weird question.
It is. Thank you. I know. I'm trying to.
Like,
I'm
are you trying to break the ice?
I'm trying to follow along with the promise I made to Eka earlier on tonight.
Wait, you made a promise.
I said that every time I see someone from now on, I'm gonna ask them what their ears are made out of, and tell them that hers are made out of cartilage.
Oh. Oh, that's surprising. I don't even know where to begin with that. My mind will
You don't start with that. You kind of just leave it be and accept it.
Put that in a box and just...
Well, no, you keep it out.
Right, moving on.
You keep it out. You keep it out of the box, but you just kind of stare at it and you just acknowledge that it's there and keep it there forever.
No.
Well, now I'm tempted to shove your head in the box.
I already got a head in another box. I don't need to be in this one, okay?
Is that box somewhere below you? I'm sorry. Anyway.
You have humor just like Taka does. Right.
That's why we get along so well.
Sure. No. I guess we really should talk about the matter on hand.
There are multiple matters at hand. You're gonna have to be more specific there, Blondie.
Right. So you are willing to help us, right?
I've been helping you for the past couple months now, yeah.
Well, I thought I would ask you now that you're here.
I've been here.
Rather than it be a personal... dual soul personality things. I didn't really studied up on them in my magical college, so...
Yeah, I don't think it's
forgive
common.
me for being a little bit, it's common.
I don't believe it's common.
The misconception, or? Oh. Right. I'm sorry, I just didn't think that, me and you were ever going to talk. I didn't have much conversation planned.
I mean, everyone's kind of been ignoring me all day, so... Well, not
Well,
Kane.
I mean, we did just kind of go through some things, so...
Mhm.
If somebody who's been with us a couple months now, you're mostly unfazed, it seems like.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of this, and, but I've had the... It's been more like watching a movie than actually living it, so...
Are you talking about, like, a theater? I don't really know what a movie is.
Fuck, I fucking hate that. There's so many things. I had to try and explain a phone to Eka earlier on. The best I could do was tell her that it's like a book.
I don't really know what a phone is either, so you might get lost on that conversation with
It's
me.
the thing Taka has.
Well, it's more like the phone is more like communication magic that we have. We find a certain signature of energy and we use our magic to do the same type. Not everyone can do it though, because you have to have a certain control of magical wavelength.
Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like...
something back in the academy.
Yeah, it's like radio frequencies, but with mana, I guess. Would be the easiest comparison.
Frequency? Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Oh, you catch on pretty fast.
I come from a magical world. So...
As you can also tell, I also come from a magical world, but that doesn't always equal the same thing.
True. Lots of different kinds of magical worlds I've started to learn.
I'm trying to figure how I want to pose this question.
Oh, great. Risky question. Alright, I'm all ears. Literally.
Hold on a second, I'm gonna get my thoughts together.
Mm-hmm. Lots of people have been having a bunch of headaches today. Trauma can do that to you. I think. I'm assuming. Hopefully he doesn't wake up. Hopefully.
Alright. So, I'm gonna cut straight to it. So, you don't have any sense or any feeling of Ellis at all?
All right now, no. Okay. And back to this.
Do you know she's safe?
No idea. If she is, then she's probably either not here, or maybe asleep. I don't know. Usually she would have come out by now. That is still actually a worry. Why hasn't she come out
I
yet?
see. Sorry, I know you may have answered that question before, but I've had a lot to think about.
Hmm. Surprisingly, no one's really asked it since this morning, when everyone was surrounding me looking at me with such disappointment.
I don't think it was disappointment. It was more just an expectation.
That was
Again,
not reached,
like I explained to
aka
everybody,
disappointment.
I'm not going to lie, I was also in that expectation. I don't really work with dual spirits like I told you, so knowing that you would come out instead of Alice was rather a shock to me.
I mean, I don't really know much about it either, and I'm living it. So, heck, last couple moments me and Alice were in her consciousness, just kind of saying our last words, I guess. We weren't sure which of us were coming out either.
I see. Hmm. Can I ask you a question?
You already did, so go ahead with another one.
How did you two experience death? Did you see the light at the end of the tunnel? Did you meet any type of god or anything?
I don't know if her experience matched mine, because she is my god. So, I don't know. Best way I can describe it was that I felt like I was drowning and just falling constantly, and I don't know, it wasn't good.
Huh. So yours differs from mine. Hmm. That's interesting. Right. I swear I had more to talk to you about, but I just can't recall. Just been a lot to think about. And so, are you good at keeping secrets?
Yep. Unfortunately so.
I'm thinking about disbanding the heroes.
The actual fuck? Is this
Not
because of the whole
that.
thing from earlier? With the whole unconventional, not unconventional, the unwilling summoning stuff?
That's one factor, yeah. But it's a lot of things. I've been going through a lot of thoughts. A lot of the unwilling summons being a strong factor, but I've been being haunted by words and thoughts about the word hero. Heroes always expected to give their life, but they're going to make the great sacrifice. But you all have lives and other priorities to live. And I don't know if I can continue just watching all that just be ground into dust in ways. It happened with the last group I was with. And it's happening again. Maybe it's just fear and anxiety taking over my mind. I'm just making a rash decision. But I can't shake the feeling that if we continue on as heroes, we might lose everything.
Let me ask you one question. How much do you actually know about
Sure.
everyone's pasts?
I know little bits and pieces of information, yeah, here and there.
Okay. Because I've sat in on various conversations about multiple people's history. Obviously, Alice came from a world where she didn't even want to be there. Eric comes from a world where I don't think he would want to go back. Personally. Obviously, we have people from this world anyway, so that's not an issue. Who else? Duck seems to have lost everything. Let's see. Who else have we talked to? Who was summoned? Didn't talk to Jack. No, we did, but a lot of the stuff that we learned about him came from the locket. Didn't seem to be much for him back there, anymore, thanks to Nightmare. Point is, I don't think a lot of the heroes have much of a life to go back to. And I think anything that they've witnessed here can be worlds better, pun intended, than what they would be going back to.
Maybe. Maybe. I can't say that for sure.
Why don't you ask?
Because I was a traitor, and I still might be one. I have to consider that Nightmare may be watching this conversation right now.
Hey, Nightmare.
That's not funny.
Hi. Hi, Nightmare. Hey, what's up? Hey, do you want to talk about my shoes? They're lovely, aren't they?
Are you trying to be funny? I don't.
Trying to lighten the mood.
Listen, no, it's really a time to be trying that, though.
You
Don't
sure?
think?
Because the way I look at it, you're thinking too deeply into things, using factors that you don't actually have certainties on, and you haven't even thought to talk about the rest of the heroes. Well, thought to talk to the rest of the heroes about it. Ask them if they would want to go back home right now. Ask them what they would think of the heroes being disbanded in its entirety. Ask them if they'd be willing to continue on with their lives knowing that the darkness isn't getting defeated in this world, meaning it will eventually get to theirs.
You have a point.
You hold a lot of things in. A lot of people do. But a lot of those thoughts can be rectified just by a little question.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. It's just more about the wording, I guess, now than anything. I don't know, so leading this heroes group is complicated.
Mm-hmm.
If you've already been watching plans, whatever we seem to set up in advance to do better, ends up usually being for the worst.
Okay.
And
Practice on me. Practice on me, alright? Pretend I'm like the entirety of the heroes, okay?
wait, what do you mean?
Well, you need to talk to them, and you don't know what wording to use. I'll be your, your critic, I guess. I'm pretty neutral.
Oh, okay. I wasn't ready for this.
Best stuff to do is tends to be from the heart. I can't speak while I'm down there.
Alright, everyone, if I could borrow a moment of your time.
Already yours.
Right. I know the situation has turned to one of the worst possible outcomes, sure.
Yeah, there could be worse outcomes.
This is difficult. Oh, I'm not ready for this yet. Just coming from the heart doesn't really convey what I'm trying to aim for here.
We'll just do it from the heart at first, and then we can work on it from there.
Alright. From the heart. I'm worried about everybody's condition, and I think it'd be in our best interests right now to slow down and take inventory on what's really important. Sure, nightmare and the darkness are still a threat, but we need to plan this strategically. We can't just go by the seat of
Excuse me, sorry.
whatever instinct we have and just go headlong in the battle. We're losing too much manpower and we're losing our lives at the same time. I think it would be better if we took a small moment to just take inventory before we go on to our next assignment. I don't feel that's good enough.
Why
I
don't
don't
you
know.
feel? Why don't you feel like that's good enough? What's wrong with it?
Because it should be something that inspires. It should be something that,
Why?
like,
You're not trying to recruit the masses. You're talking to these people who you've been friends with for I don't even know how long at this point. Your comrades in arms who stand by you from day to day, both in casual and combat scenarios. Why do you always need to be inspiring and this big guy with the speeches? Why?
because if you don't, he will lose heart at the worst moments.
You sure about that?
It's something I saw in war before. I saw it once before.
These aren't soldiers. These are people. Common citizens from their worlds. Maybe a couple of them are actually like heroes, but most of them are just citizens from this world. Just trying their best to get by.
So you're telling me to just forget a whole couple years of experiences, all the army information that I went through, all
No.
the people I lost, to just...
I'm telling you to use that and realize that these are not soldiers that you're talking to. These are your friends. I'd like to see them more as a family, but I don't know how your viewpoint on that is. Combine the two. You don't always have to be big general in command. If you're actually worried about people's well-being, I'm pretty sure they'll appreciate it more from a friendly standpoint than a big motivational speech, which doesn't even feel like it's personal.
So I guess there's one thing you don't understand. That's how I've been raised. Ever since I was little, I was always supposed to be the hero type. It was always supposed to be something that I was supposed to be. Well, the Riviers were not always royals. We came in through our efforts in the war. My mother and my father. They established the family house in Durandal. We were looked down upon. I'm not using it as an excuse, but I've always had to fight for everything that I have to do. And fighting Nightmare has proven that I don't know the first thing about fighting. Everything that I know has been put into question.
And isn't that
I
the
just
first
don't know how to
sign?
take it anymore.
Isn't the fact that everything you've learned is now in question the first sign that maybe you should adapt your methods a bit? I'm not saying do a complete 180 in your behavior, I'm just saying. Just little tweaks here and there. See what works, what doesn't. Adapt from there.
I guess so.
And maybe the
Yeah.
best start would be letting the other heroes in a little bit more on your personal life. So then there's less of a distance. What's that about the swing?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
I just,
Give it just sit, please.
I feel like there's been so much distance already that even if I did try to go that sympathetic angle, I feel some people wouldn't take it. Talker, for one, I'm pretty sure hates my complete existence. Elephas being her second, which I still haven't really recovered from that. It's probably not going to like me. Oscar, he's badly wounded right now, so he's probably going to be resting for a while. Eka got hurt. I feel like wars made me forget how to act like a normal person. I only know how to act like a hero. That's it.
Then maybe it's
That's
time
all
to
there really
learn.
is to Noel. It's a lot easier said than done.
It is, but it's not impossible.
You're right. I'll try.
Good. How about we start off with this? Hi, I'm the Moonlit Sword. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hi, I'm the Walking Hero Complex. I need you to.
I like you. This is the part where you shake my hand.
Right.
Nice. We're off to a great start, Noel.
This is painful.
Friendship is pain. But I crave violence.
That sounds like oxymoron itself. But maybe there is something you're onto. I do have to approach this from a different angle.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people do.
Well, as by the leader, I usually have to take the first step. I'll give it a shot. I'll do things your way. At least as much as I can.
First step is trying, I guess.
Yeah.
Second step is recovering from fucking up trying. And then you just keep doing the same thing over and over until you eventually walk to the rest of the lake. I don't know what I'm saying. But it works, I guess.
Just keep getting up from your failures and keep striving forward. I think that's what you're trying to get at.
Pretty much. Just in a more weird sounding way.
Right. That's a pretty profound statement.
I mean, hey, isn't that kind of what we've been doing this whole time? Just one fuck up after another, yet we still keep going anyway. We're making some progress.
You cut right to the heart of the matter.
Hey, at least we're making some
I
progress.
I would disagree. That's also what Tesla said too. Huh. Hmm. I still can't get my mind off track right now.
That'll take time.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
Maybe taking inventory will
don't-
give people time to grieve too. So.
I feel like Jack told me to not have any regrets, but I don't know if I could do that. I still don't know if killing Calcifer was the right decision. It ended Jack's life, but Calcifer put everyone at risk. I feel like I did what I should have done. I thought I did it. But I'm just so caught up in my thoughts that I'm not sure.
Calcifer brought back the dead and used them to basically do the opposite of what they wanted to do in their in the time in the living. If Jack, before he died, knew what he would have been put through, do you think he would have been, mad at you or anything for killing off Calcifer and thus him as a result?
I don't think so, but I can't speak for him.
I don't think many people would enjoy being used like that after dying, where they really should have been at peace. Some things sting at first, but time will make it better. And eventually, you'll get some clarity once the fog of the sorrow is fucked off.
Huh. Maybe onto something.
Seem to be designed that way.
Well, seeing as I can truly believe you have my back, I have yours. Whatever you need of me, let me know.
Thanks. Probably would be a great idea eventually for us to do a little group up. There was a bunch of things that we were supposed to get off our chest, but then it was the same day that so we didn't. Yeah. Not anytime soon, though. I don't think it's as urgent as letting people grieve.
Right. Right, but unfortunately, my time, drawing to near. I'm gonna have to rest soon.
Alright.
Been up since this morning.
You go get some shut-eye. I will be up there if you need me. Just wave up there, and I'll see you eventually. I'm gonna be up all night.
Probably a little bit more to the left, though.
Nah, I could still...
I don't think you'll be able to see me wave behind the building.
Oh, no, I'm up at the top. Me and
Wait,
me and Lulu are up there.
How in the hell did you even get up there? Not used to that yet.
It's handy.
But I appreciate your ear on the matter. Thank you.
Thank you for being cool and keeping the heroes together for so long. Not used to that? The finger guns?
No, it was the comment. Sorry.
Ah.
Didn't usually for a while that didn't really feel like I was ever gonna get told thank you for any of that. It's nice to hear every once in a while.
I have the urge to head pat you, but you're like a fully grown man, so I don't think that's appropriate.
I guess not.
Alright, go pass out. Otherwise, I'll make you drink till you do.
Oh no, we're not doing that. We're not doing
See you in the morning, Blondie.
that. Yeah, you too, sorry.
man. Fire that is raging deep within my heart. I don't think I could live a life in which I found we were apart. Feelings flutter in the starlight, like when I learned to fly. I'll leave behind my old life for you, and I'll show you why.
I have always kept myself hidden inside, knowing I have fear that my smile can hide. Love is a double-edged blade I've come to see with you and me, that we might never be. If we give into the dreams, we'll see life isn't what it seems. Let's destroy the path laid for us by our fated destiny. When you take my lips, it's like a full solar eclipse. Don't wanna let you go, I want to experience love I've never known. Since the day I met you, there's been so much that we've both gone through. But I don't regret the decision that I made to trust in you. I can't help but see as you put your heart upon the highest shelf. If you push aside your walls, I can nurse it back to health. If I retract my hand, will you reach my way?
How do I know you won't leave me someday?
I've heard those words before, can't tell if they're true. Still, why do I find I'm entranced by you? I wanna find eternity, holding you tight and close to me. If we can save the day, I promise you that I will always stay. Take your hand in mine, so I can love your heart and mind. If we have to go, I want to indulge in the love like I've never known.
Sunlight first grazed my eyes, I saw you and I was so surprised. Then you called my name, I saw you shed a tear. Was it for me? Because I'm finally here.
I wanna find eternity, holding you tight and close to me. If we can save the day, I promise you that I will always stay. When you take my lips, it's like a full solar eclipse. I'll never let you go, let us fall deeper in love. And now draw me closer in, knowing the darkness will not win. Even when apart, you will always be within my heart. I cannot turn back, because without you life would lack a certain ecstasy when our hearts collide in the feeling we call love.
Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay sharp, size your problems, and I will see you in the next video. In the next stream. In the next stream! From the Silent Swordswoman. Bye-bye!